I guess I just barely got enough people on here to go live. Hi, everybody. Nobody's here yet. Now I understand why people look at the little counter. Anyways, I'm going to talk like how I would normally talk. It's strange to be live. Um, right now, we are looking at a page from my journal. Um, I'm going live right now. I was going to post a video, but I decided that I actually pressed the wrong button, to be honest. Um, but I've been wanting to do this, so here we go. I just wrote in my journal. I have a lot of things I want to say, right? And I feel like the biggest tattletale, right? I don't, maybe my whole life that's what I've been. Probably, and that's probably why I am in this situation. But I've always been a person who has wanted to have things done right. And in my youth, I will say it's my youth, there's very few things I've done after I turned 18 that would have me end up in a position where I would even fear for anything. I want to say safety is an illusion because the way I have found out things are controlled. Things are controlled. If you're not supposed to be intended, if safety was not intended for you, it would not be, is what I'm trying to say. Just really quick, I'm going to tell you about random flashbacks from my week. These are real things that happened to me in real life. This is not for entertainment purposes only. This is real. I have a video on my YouTube that I posted of a man throwing a can at me as I rode my bike 222 through Hollywood. Here we go. Hollywood. Magic on the motherfucking numbers. Excuse my language. So he threw this can in such a way that it landed directly in the wheel well of the car that I was riding past. Right? I was, hi, welcome. I don't know who you are. This is so strange. Welcome. But I was in the middle of telling a story about riding my bike through Hollywood and what's up, Ace? This is cool. This is my first live ever. You didn't miss anything. I just started the story. Oh my gosh, 25 people. Holy cow. This is crazy. That many, that quick. Whoa. So, the story is I was riding my bike through Hollywood. I have to stop looking at that number now because it's going to interrupt me and I'm going to keep forgetting. Anyway, riding my bike through Hollywood, this guy threw a can at me. And here's this, it's a video on my YouTube if you want to go look at it. And while I was riding, the can hit the car wheel well and it stuck in there. And I caught it on a 3D video. So I reframed it so you can see the can leaving his hand and getting stuck in the wheel well. God has blessed me in a way where that can did not hit me, right? That is something you cannot time. Whether gang stalking is real or not, he would maybe have been certain that that can was going to hit me. God has my back. Hi. God has my back in a way that the can did not hit me. It got stuck. So I do want you to go watch that video and you can see it's magic how it happened. I continue on every day. This is a lesson for me, whether or not it ends up being what takes my life. I think that there is enough going on, right? This is crazy to watch the numbers go up from 1 to 25. Like, there it goes, up and down. I don't want to watch that. I have to cover that up. This is Hollywood. I'm in East Hollywood. I don't know where you're from. The people and powers at work are everywhere. They say it's a secret society. Um, they themselves have made mention of it being a secret society. One of the things I think that I just learned recently is their secret society uses technology to harass people. You can control the harassment by covering up the lens. It's your retina. If you are a targeted individual, this is the most important part of what I came on here to say tonight. If you truly are a targeted individual who is experiencing V2K, the technology that's patented by the government, this is what happened. The story right there is what happened tonight when I got home. I can go out a little more if you want to see. If you yourself are experiencing V2K, you can supposedly, from another video I heard, that it reacts on your retina. So just now I started experiencing a V2K where they started doing the everyone, everybody, everything, like it started with the repetitive, very repetitive voice talking shit. I put this little piece of paper over my camera, the one that is able to see my retina. Look at my cat. She's even interrupting too, because it's the universe that don't say this shit, I have to. When I cover up the camera, the V2K stopped immediately. On my other camera is my phone. My phone, I'll show you, my phone has a cover, right? The only way that I'll hear the V2K is if I have the camera out, right? I can't see it directly right now. It can't see my retina. It's looking at my camera, but maybe it can. It can. If I can see the reflection right there, I think it can. But that can start and stop the V2K. These are Faraday bags. This is a used one, well used. And this bag alone, because it's so well used, does not stop it. But this is silver fabric. When I wrap the silver fabric around my devices, it will shut off Bluetooth. When I shut off Bluetooth, the people are not following me anymore. So, I'll show you an example of the music, right? I'll start something. You want to sleep? Okay. Oh, wait, that's not gonna work. It's not Bluetooth. Hold on. I gotta find. See, I'm dumb. That's what I'm telling you. This is so silly. Gay student, but I'm dumb. But I figured this much out. And I'm fine. From people going around talking to you like they control. Ooh, it's all my shit. How can I have to connect to Bluetooth? So how can I give an example? I don't really want to connect to anything Bluetooth. I got my speaker. Oh, here we go. Also, in a Faraday bag. Thanks for the one person. Hi, bye, Ace. Thanks for the one person hanging on still. This is a great example.
Battery 50%. Connected to NPN and LG Web OS TV.
And then, wait, I gotta connect it. Bluetooth it? Oh, it's not connecting. Thanks, guys. I'm just going to show you really quick how the silver fabric works to stop the signal. And when you stop the Bluetooth signal, it controls how many people you see. I can stop Bluetooth and cellular with this piece of fabric. These fabrics. I'm trying to connect to that Bluetooth, but this may be me. So, If I play something, is Bluetooth connected? No. What did it say that it was just connected to? Shit. My TV. My TV. Okay. Hey Siri. Oh no, we're not connected to the internet. These are all the things that are frustrating as a targeted individual because I cannot have a regular smart home anymore. Um, Certain devices are connected or turned off as I need them because supposedly they are setting me up for something. There are people who are using my Wi-Fi signal to, I guess, take credit for their stock against me. Stocks are within 15-minute periods. Um, that's at least what it is intended to be like. But my explanation is electronic warfare. It is a technology attack. And if you avoid technology, you don't really have a problem. Little House on the Prairie, always and forever. If you can churn butter, then you're gonna be fine. Like, if you remember touch tone phones, dial phones, you're gonna be okay. Just don't have such a huge reliance on social activities if you are afraid of having your whole identity used by the government. Um, some things, I don't know if I talked about this on another video, but the SLDS is, I believe that is something that follows you around from the time you're in school, and it's a record that is added to as you progress. I don't know when they stop adding to it. It will be nice to learn more about the SLDS. That's something I'm going to look into. But I do not think it's going to get better for me. I don't think it's going to get better for anyone else out there. I think that I don't want to even call it gang stalking anymore. I want to call it's not proxy stalking, it's a sickness in America. A lot of the people are unhealthy. A lot of the people, so I realize now the people that are jumping on and off, those are gang stalkers who think that I'm going to end my live, or they're jumping on to see if I'm still going, seeing if they're going to catch anything new. I want to say I think that it's my neighbor that's directly across from me. Because I just heard him. I don't know if you heard him. You might be able to hear it in this video. But definitely, I can tell the difference between reality, like if a voice is coming from across the hall versus the V2K. It's such a crazy experience. I feel so honored, right? I don't feel crazy. I can tell you what I ate for lunch today. I've been making my own homemade bread because I have to know what ingredients I'm eating. Tuna sandwich, right? And then they will try to use that against you. They're going to say tuna sandwich at work all day tomorrow, or, the people are everywhere. So it's I can no longer tie it back to any one single company. It's only two people that are jumping on and off, right? Two. You need me to say two for you? Is it the T? Two for the T? I will give you all the tea. That's what it is. It is a live. You guys are actually witnessing a live provocation. It was at 1444 by the people. So this is very interesting to see in person. I do want this to be seen. How do I turn on the light? How do I turn on the light is the I guess what we can say for
To hear Biggie Small speak, living life without fear, putting 5 carats in my
it's
baby
the
girl
universe.
ear. Lunches, brunches, interviews by the pool, considered a fool cause I dropped out of high school.
No, I went through high school.
Stereotypes of a black male misunderstood, and it's still all good.
Oh, you want to see the rest? I can show you more. It's a whole book about it. Whole book. Here, let's go. Can I tell you everything? I don't care. Let's see. Oh, I do have names in here. I don't know if I want to show you names. Did you catch that one? Who are these names about? Let me read it first for a second before I post it. This would be so great to do like a journal unveiling. And if anybody has a question, my first live will be, 22 people. Look, my first live will be the most eventful thing maybe of my life. Okay, let me tell you, I can post this, and if you guys can read my writing, go ahead. This will be the most fun YouTube experience I ever had. Do I give away any unit numbers? Let me see. I gotta read it. Just give me one more second. It's pretty long, kind of small. People looking for defamation. People don't defame people, right? Follow the law. I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm just trying to save my life, bitch. Turning my fan off. How about I read it to you, and I'm gonna stop if I get to somewhere where I should. When I arrived home today, it was a very rare occasion for me to see my ceiling fan is off. The unit itself is on because the lights work, but the unit for the fan is controlled by a remote, and only the remote turns the fan on or off. This is exactly the evidence that I need to prove that I'm not making any of this shit up. I haven't started to look for the remote yet, but I have a feeling that one of my stalker neighbors who has the same fan unit used their remote from one of the apartment units with the view of my window to turn the fan off. Turning my fan off either means that they have been inside my unit, which they have not because I have 24/7 surveillance. So after I relax and write some more, I'm going to make a video of the stopped fan and then pinpoint the exact moment the fan stopped. And then I'm going to take the metadata I have access to see if I can find out who did it. The fan is not IR, the infrared. All my stuff is infrared. Everything's controlled by infrared. So my alarm has no control over the fan itself. I use special bulbs to allow me to control the lights with an IR blaster. Correct. What does it say? Proving that my neighbors are pranking me to get a voice file or a reaction out of me is going to prove to the internet that I am telling the truth. It is very odd to see that the very same people trying to discredit me and my tales would give me a solid piece of evidence like this. Did they just hang themselves with the rope of greed? Or my cat stepped on it. The part about my cat stepping on it, it's almost impossible for her to have stepped on it. One, because it's not out. I literally have not seen it in 2 months because I don't turn the fan off. So turning the fan off, I believe, is enough, at least for me to believe that I have proof of the people stalking me. So in the event that something happens to me, I would like it to be known that I am not the S word. I am happy every day, all of the days. The only drugs I do is weed. That's the only caffeine, sugar, weed, caffeine, sugar, and that's it. So In my food, the food that I eat, I told you earlier, I make my own bread. If I cannot pronounce the ingredients, I won't eat it. I don't put stuff in my body. I don't wear lotion. I wear butters and oils. I am very anti mass produced product because once it becomes mass produced, it becomes unhealthy for everybody. You cannot manufacture enough stuff in the world that is safe for the amount of people that we have in the world. So I would really like for it to be known that as natural as I can be is what I am. And this is real big shit. This is literally secret societies in Hollywood. Isaac Cappy, I just watched a video on Isaac Cappy. Isaac Cappy was murdered. The Isaac Cappy video was like, it's just weed, that's weed, and that's cat hair. If you guys are like, she's dirty, no, I made this is my couch cover. I made this myself, handmade it. I sewed it. I could sew another one if I want to. It's removable. I wash it. I don't even know why I'm sharing this much about my life with people, but based off of what I've learned of the targeted victim network, or whatever you want to call it. It's not victim. I'm not a victim. I'm going to show to the world that they're sick. But it's a sick, sadistic crew of people. What I want to say about the retinas and the retina scanner of your iPhone being what it is that gives you the V2K. Well, you hear I'm turning this shit off. And that's gonna take it away from me being able to get monetized for it. I'm not doing this for monetization, but it is nice to see 22 people on my shit. I wonder if all 22 are stalkers. There's at least one good person out there, I hope, that gets this message. For my stalkers, I don't care. Let's have a good time. You guys make my life so entertaining, you guys, you know. For my stalkers, I wish them the best. I cannot even wish them bad because that's what they want from me. They want me to be vengeful or angry at them, and me wishing them the best pisses them off that much more. They're gonna blow a fuse probably even. And that's right. Everything that they've done to me has made me the most annoying person in the world. I can say that because I do shit that I would not want to be around in order to make people get away from me. Yet I have these weirdos that want to come and run into me almost, like quite literally. I know it's because it's Hollywood, because of the whatchamacallit, the population, the income, and the ability to work. Ability/desire. There's a lot of people who do not desire to work. So being able to use this network, however, right there, I saw a lady last night who had mentioned, how would they coordinate such a thing like this? And for people out there who are not stalkers and who don't know about this, there is this thing called AI. And artificial intelligence, when people put information into a system, it remembers it. And then it will reuse that information every time someone searches for something or asks about it, right? And then people are adding more information, true or false, because it doesn't give a fuck. That's AI. So if you are playing an AI stalker game, right? This is the AI Stalker 2, AI Stalker 5. I don't know. You're going to have 30 iterations of it. So if you don't know about it and you're seeing this video, I wonder what iteration they are on. I would be wary of products sold by Apple with biometric scanners. If you are afraid of being followed and you are an Apple customer, those two things should not exist. It's almost impossible for it to exist together. Um, and it's not, I don't know if Apple just made it convenient for their products to be so traceable or if it's just my products. But I do believe that there are people out there who are not targeted yet that have all of their stuff on the cloud. Having your information on the cloud, having all of the information that you care about on the cloud and only the cloud is a good way to have to start over again. um, while I do have faith in the cloud and I trust the cloud, um, I cannot say that I would be upset if the cloud went away, because the cloud is also part of a root of evil. Um, there are things about the past that, while annoying, CDs are annoying. As a targeted individual, I find solace in my CD player because I don't have to have my wireless signals telling everyone where I'm at. This is not something everyone should be paranoid of until they become targeted. But if you do not have knowledge of this and take care to mind your signals, you are putting yourself at risk. According to what I saw from a security expert, there is a new way of rating people's threat to society, I guess. I have to rewatch the video because I think I watched it on my way out the door. I was in a hurry. I didn't get to watch it thoroughly, but I'm going to rewatch it, and you should too. I'm probably going to create a playlist for other people out of the things that I found to help me get back my sanity. And when I say get back my sanity, I still feel that those people, those alters, the MK Ultra alters that they created, they are still in me, but I have trained them in the way I want to use them to make me a more successful person. For example, when they repeatedly harass me, what is it called? Synchronized entry and exit. It's a tactic of theirs where basically from the minute you walk out your door until the time that you get home, they are following you. So the synchronized entry and exit is controlled by these devices. Your devices tell them when you're getting ready to go. Everybody knows your schedule. They can the AI can tell them a great estimated guess as to exactly what time it is that you're going to step out the door. So when you do step out the door, there's a high likelihood that you're going to run into one of these people who has access to the app, knowledge that you're a target, and whatever it is, not even considering the fact that they get paid, how they get paid, whatever. I don't know anything about that, but I have a feeling that there wouldn't be so many people involved if they were not getting compensation of some kind. So, right? Because I'm not doing this shit. I'm not doing it if I was getting paid. So, not getting paid, you guys are just purely evil. It's sadistic. It's sadist. Hollywood is sadistic. How did I live here 10 years and all of a sudden is just like this? Right? Over the last 10 years, somebody fucking moved in here into this building probably. I think I have a neighbor who is a very big criminal, and they are using my criminal number, right? My crime score as a cover or something, and they've increased mine. Because 10 years ago, I think there's pedophiles in my building. Supposedly, with the things that I've been watching, 29, all of these synchronized numbers, I've been watching all of these videos about MK Ultra, because this is the psychology of it, whether or not it is the actual program, whether or not it is part of the CIA. My opinion is it's a bunch of idiots, people that I can think faster than. Like if we had to run with our minds, I fucking won that shit. And it sounds awful that I'm that confident. That's probably the reason why they're targeting me. But how could you target someone? You have to target someone who is smarter than you in this way, if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I really feel like the people doing this to me lack intelligence. And that's all I can say. And it's going to sound like an asshole, make me whatever it needs to make me to survive, because I know I'm not out there messing with anybody. So if my mental needs me to be an asshole, I can be it. It's part of it is because I had no boundaries before. So these people thought I would never get boundaries, and they could push me, bully me, do whatever to me into the ground until I was dead. I don't know if they noticed me disconnecting from them after high school, but after, that's what it is. It was a setup from high school, right? Because the SLDS follows you through your school career. Before I had gotten into trouble in high school, I was on a path of AP classes by the time I graduated, and I was going to be a forensic pathologist. That is why I watch all the videos about Celeste, because LAPD is doing some funky ass bullshit. Everybody knows it. That's part of the secret network. Celeste was getting trafficked. I'm getting trafficked. I found out today, myself, just today, that I'm getting trafficked. This is considered, all of these things, means of control that they have on me, it is considered human trafficking. So, as angry as that should make me, it makes me more so want to do more research and get to the root of it. So if they wanted me to be, I can't understand how a criminal network, is it the CIA, would want me to go chase criminals. Because the more you fucking push me, the more I'm gonna go chase you. Right? You, but legally. Legally. I'm not gonna do no stupid shit. Luigi Mangione, I think, is a product of this experiment. And that's unfortunate. I think he's smarter than me. Luigi Mangione was either smarter or has more means. Right? They molded him into a killer. Unknowing killer. And now look at what he is. That's what the rest of my journal says. I go on to write about the other people that their network is playing with. And Luigi Mangione, in my opinion, was a regular kid who was smart. He may have been in the GATE program. And if he was in the GATE program, I think that is the connection. I think that there's going to be a lot of class action lawsuits. I think that the CIA is using its civil conspiracy, it's domestic terrorism. If they are using their own citizens to create situations where they put themselves or others in danger, like the many school shootings that have happened. The CIA is using mind control experiments they have in the past. I can say this with an honesty, whether or not it is them, their information and research has been used by people inspired by them to continue their research. I am not a crash out. I am an expose your ass. Always have, always will be. That is why I'm targeted. And I can live with that. One of the things that I changed about my life recently was in order to stop getting mad at these people, because I don't want to keep talking shit to people. When I see the people who are part of this network, I can sense their energy from a mile away. And then as they approach me, depending on what shit-eating grin they have on, what their aura is giving off, I make a decision on to whether or not I am going to engage, because I know they have access to my brainwaves, so they get to hear what I have to say about them. And my thoughts are never positive when I run into someone who's gang stalking me, who has been stalking me, who has access to this conspiracy. And it's not a conspiracy. It is real. MK Ultra was real. I want to also, at this last moment before I sign off, because I think 35 minutes is a long enough video. It's about the same time as one of my normal videos that I also post uncut. But Lisa, the lady that helped me get better on Instagram, she was stalked by the feds, and I've seen her lately, and she looks tired of this shit. And I don't know how she's losing it like that. I want to tell you that I'm rooting for you, girl. That you helped me beyond belief, because you were the first person that I found who could explain what I wanted to say, and I didn't have to say it. So as I watch you, it does look crazy. It looks crazy as fuck, and you look stressed out, and you look exactly how they want to have you. And I want to tell you, you're better than that. You're smarter than them. You have to chase them in a different way. And it's not chasing them. Let them continue to come to you, but don't lose your cool about it. Because they are split. They have split you. They have split your altars. I would like this video to find you. I would like for you to do research on, to actually listen. That's why I'm going to make a playlist, because I can hope that it finds you and helps you. But there is because you have a strong voice, you have a platform. I have 22 stalkers, right? If you're not a stalker, I apologize. But from all of my beliefs of what has been going on, what is true is maybe one person out there who is actually a targeted victim of this. And it's 22 people trying to see if they can make me go over the edge. Or if I'm still on here, I'm still on here. I'll be on here for as long as I need to finish my thoughts. And sometimes I don't finish them. I just gotta come back again. So anyway, to this lady, I want you to do the research on the MK Ultra programs. And then the different doctors. I don't know if you were in GATE. If you were not in GATE, it probably has everything to do with who you think it has to do with. But I feel like they select people who can handle it, right? And you're not gonna do what they think you're not gonna do that. So I pray that either you are an actor who is trying to compel more victims to talk, or that you can get your shit back together soon, because they got you right where they want you right now, and you're better than that. This is fake. It's a psyop. Cindy Gottlieb. You know the name, right? Look it up. Cindy Gottlieb. Who else? Daryl Gates, the GATE program, LAPD. There's such a long history of this going on, and all that this does is make me do research on it and talk about it. And if I'm doing that, and I have people who are listening to my brainwaves, I'm praying that they can start doing that too, if they are not of the sadistic nature, and if they are not the problem or reason why it's happening. So, if you have access to my brainwaves and you're not a baby toucher, this is what that shit is. So, get it right, get it tight. Have a good night. I don't know how to stop this thing. Yep, I won't stop streaming.